is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from Minneapolis. Return coming from the 6. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. Big man showing up the yards. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot... Receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns, too, just like he showed off.
The
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Vikings nothing.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts at the 9. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing right away. Escapes the puck, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. His first throw is an interception. And all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick six. So now it's 13-zip, Brock, and they've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributed to this lead early on.
I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12.
Here we go, set. 60.
On play action now, McCarthy. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
19 tight, 70 Lions.
They'll throw third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Washington takes over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt running for the first time. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
It's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Ready, ready.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On the jump.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Hit Buffalo 18. Practice.
Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Krosky-Merritt straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throwing now, Daniels. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
60 boxes, 60 Purple.
3rd and long for him here. Dumped off to his running back. Trucks a defender. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Fourth down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it.
Come on, come on. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Let's go.
Trying to push this past the marker. And forget this 1st down. He's made as he got to the line. They're not going to get this. This is a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Right up the gut. Yeah, they're driving him closer and closer, Brock. He's playing behind the line. They're now back at the 6. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Hoping to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's going deep this time. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion, but the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of C-rolls. Turning money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich of these got bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on third down. Play clock down to 3, and we've got a timeout call. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on third? Here he goes, third and long. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. Bravo 80.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Throwing again now, McCarthy. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Our score, 14-0. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Look at that power, deep left side. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a one-score game in the 1st half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Come on.
Now again, running right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, sometimes you hand that ball, put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Run lost on a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Ready, Timberwolves.
Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on third down. Daniels now. Balled in by Lane. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this one touchdown inside the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Now to the running back. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 19 on that pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ball's out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second down now. They need 7. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Air it out on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. You get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
60. Pass to 60.
Daniels on first down. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Ready, set.
So 2nd and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight, more coming your way from US Bank Stadium after this.
Okay, great.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Ready. 60.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on a quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
On the set.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go. Viking 18.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off with later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Throw secured by George Pickett. Headed right through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB,
Yeah.
and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Viking 7.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Flush down out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Here we go. Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A humble 5 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's trying to push the field. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. McCarthy to throw it. He's looking deep once again. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Matt Ariza, the one to send it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Catch the Eagles.
He's back to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
That was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL game before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So that delay backs him up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. This one left for Daniels. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Returnable from the 2. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you